very easy to do comedy in any other part of the world. It's very difficult to do comedy in India because there you have one language, one kind of people, one sensibility. Here we have various sensibility, various stratas.
Whether it's an interview, whether you see someone on a flight, or whether you go to a function, the first question that when is the next Munna Bhai coming out? And this has been going on for years, and I honestly have no answer.
Hi guys, this is Ankita. You are tuned into peoplefoon.com, and today, if not me, then allow the two most epic people per se, if I have to introduce them, Baman Irani and Arshad Wasi, to not make you rather laugh, but to give you the tips about laughter and more laughter. हाँ, मैं हंसी तो जरूर फंसूंगी for sure. Hi Baman, hi Arshad.
Hi, hi,
Hello.
hi, hi.
Hi.
Uh, Very uncanny. Like I luckily attended the trailer launch also, so I found the concept even more intriguing. That why not? It's Baman and Arshad who are making people laugh, and they're on the other end of the spectrum. What made you even think of that? I couldn't imagine you guys not being there making us laugh.
This time we decided to laugh. How do I say this? There was not for a second. I think we doubted the whole concept. It was absolutely innovative, very different, and works very well with Indian palate because we inherently are funny people. We do crazy things. All the reels that you see are absolutely funny. The funny ones are Indian ones, and the non-funny ones are the rest of them. So we are generally like that. And then we have 10 of the finest comedians the country has, all put into one room. I don't think it can get more crazier than this. So yeah, we were like too excited to be part of this. And then of course I had my dear friend Baman with me. So both of us have realized that we're going to be sitting in a room, watching these 10 guys do what they do best and enjoying it. You can never say no to a job like this.
I remember. Sorry, Baman, I'm going to ask
Please
you
go
this
ahead. Please go
before.
ahead. No. Please go ahead.
The moment I first ever heard that Baman sir and Arshad are doing something together, I swear to God, I was like, am I having a Dr. Asthana and a circuit back? Like that was my very first thought. That is it something on that. Baman, so I'm going to change your question and ask you, do you still think people can't get over that? Every time you two are mentioned in a context, it has to be that. I mean, it's been decades.
this,
Yeah,
this
oh
is
my
the
God,
this
it's
is
been
the
decades.
this is the price you pay for doing a good job.
I think it's been, whether it's an interview, whether you see someone on a flight, or whether you go to a function, the first question that when is the next Munna Bhai coming out? And this has been going on for years, and I honestly have no answer. But yeah, it is because people were actually are really hungry for another version or another iteration of that. But I think uh, we are blessed to been part of those films. Really blessed to have been part. So for many years, everybody kept calling me, "Hey, Mamu." So I said, "Okay, this is going on. People don't even know what my name is, but they call me Mamu, which is good in a way." And then when I finally got rid of the Mamu tag, everybody started calling me, "Hey, virus." Still, of course, the coronavirus came along, and I really hid in the house because I was afraid somebody would bonk me on the head and say that's the only way to kill the virus. But yeah, good to be in that space.
And now I'll take that back to you. Bhavan, how was it on the other side of the spectrum? This time people are there to be judged. How did you do that?
Okay, so let me get one thing clear. Make one thing very clear. We were not judging anyone.
Okay.
We were not judging. The comedy was there for us to enjoy. The comedy was there for even the participants to enjoy. But we could laugh. They were not allowed to. So if at all we were judging anything, we were looking out for anyone who even smiled, let alone laughed. If you smiled, we were shown a yellow card. If you laughed, you're shown. I beg your pardon. If you smiled twice, you're out of the show. So that was our job. We're making it out to be the most difficult job in the world. Uh, trust me, it's not. It's just that you've got to be, you know,
A little attentive
a
and
little
not get
attentive, and
carried
that's
away and
part of
start
the fun.
enjoying the show too much.
Yeah, it's not that like a cricket third umpire that, if something goes wrong, they have to look at the replay. Or we're looking at replays over and over again, but the whole stadium is not going to erupt if you got it wrong. Uh, but that was all we had to do, frankly. Sit on a big, nice sofa with your buddy, order food, have your coffees, and have a blast. These 10 people were outstanding, really.
Uh, Ashit and Raman, I think it's been said loud and clear many a time. So I'll ask you also as well. Making someone laugh, or because you have been there and on that spectrum, and you have been known for the roles which have made people laugh, even with the straight faces, your jokes. If, as you just said, if even if you go back to the Munna Bhai times or with Raman sir, even for the virus character, you were not laughing to make people laugh. It was as straight face humor as it could get. Do you think it's one of the most difficult jobs to yourself not laugh and make even the audience laugh per se?
I would go down with this little theory of sticking to the character and not looking for the humor, or rather pushing the humor, agenda. If you're looking at the humor agenda, then what's happening is that you're taking your eyes off the ball, literally. And when you have your eyes on the ball, when I say that, what I mean is stick to the character and what the character's objective is. People will laugh. If they don't laugh, it's fine. Don't take that pressure on yourself. It's not a pressure that you should be while playing a character in a film. We don't know what people are going to laugh at in a film. We have no idea. Sometimes they laugh at areas that you said, that was not even a joke. It was just an expression. We turned on and made an expression. People start laughing. We cannot preempt that. Just stick to the character and stick to the moment, truth of the moment, the truth of that very moment, and you will be fine. That's all you're answerable to.
Ashad, you, because you have done both kind of comedies which are loud in your face and comedies which just you
Yeah.
don't even realize you passed a joke and the next thing is you're cracking up. How do you draw the line? Like how are you designing that particular act per se in your head if you're
There
there?
is only, I always feel there is only one way of doing your work, and that is the correct way of doing your work. And what Boman said is exactly how it is. You cannot think about the punchline, or you cannot think about the fact that, okay, this is funny and I'm going to do it like funny and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You just got to play your character. It's been written. That's how it's supposed to be. You just have to play your character and go with the flow and hope and basically do your job. Do your job right and hope the response is what the writer expected or the director expected and you as an actor would like. So that's how it is. So I have never taken the pressure of, oh my God, now I have to make people laugh. I've got to do this. Never. I've just done what's written, just done my best on that. And it has worked. I think somewhere then let me just give a little credit to actors that if it's not performed well, the effects are not good. That's how simple it is. The reaction won't be as good. So it ends up with the fact that a good actor, you give him a joke or a skit to a good actor, and he will deliver it, and the humor will be more. Rather than you give to a bad actor, he will deliver it. May not be that funny. That's the difference.
Also, many a time when I do a scene, and I'm in the heat of the moment, and I'm doing this scene, and I might not find it funny then because my objective of that scene is something else. And then when I see it later on, and I laugh, I say, wow, that was funny. I didn't realize it then. It's funny because of the situation that we're in and the moment that we're in. And you've got to stick to that. Don't put pressure on yourself, ever.
Yeah. I realized people enjoyed Circuit way later. I mean, I did my work and I moved on. For me, I did a film and I did my job and it was okay. And people liked it. I said, okay. It's when after some time, I saw the film. And then I saw it like an audience and I said, my God, that's funny. That is so funny. So it was that. And I realized, yeah, it's purely because while I was doing it, I was not thinking of, I've got to be funny or something like that. I didn't think of that. I was just playing that character. That's it.
Mama and Ashton, the other thing which also comes when we talk about making someone laugh or jokes per se is the quality, as Ashton was just pointing out, of what you exactly write. Do you think in today's time, just it's a very general perception, we have become a little too sensitive for every joke which is cracked? I mean, a joke is a joke. If you can't have a hearty laugh, the objective just goes down the drain. It's just to give you those few seconds of sheer happiness.
Oh, Bhavan,
At
you would like to say, should I say?
at the same time, one has to be sensitive also. At the same time, if it is genuine and it's genuinely funny, you do what you think is right without hurting anybody's feelings. Now, what is the line drawn over there? I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I feel if it's funny, it's funny. End of story. There's nothing more to it.
It's I have a I personally do have a little problem when humor, like I tell my kids, when they pull a prank and all that, I tell them, I keep telling my kids, I said, Zeke, humor does not mean it has to hurt somebody or it should be at somebody's expense. I said, that's not humor. For me, that's just being mean to that person. So I said, humor should be enough that everybody enjoys it. Like Baman and me have a connection, okay? We have a certain bond. I can say the things I say to Baman, or Baman can say the things to me, and we don't get offended because we are a certain kind of people, But the same thing that I tell Baman, if I tell somebody else, they'll probably get really offended.
What
So
makes
that's
you
the
think I
whole-
don't get offended at the stuff you tell me, Arshad? I get very upset.
I know you get offended, but the thing is, I don't give a shit. That's the thing.
I get that.
So it's just who you're cracking the joke and what is it about. So it can get touchy and cannot get touchy, and I think that's quite universal. Universal. To crack joke, and if you're going to hurt, it's like having in a group having one person and everybody puts a big cracks at that one person. Now that's not fair. That poor guy is dying unless he's got a tremendous sense of humor and he gets back at you and messes you. Then it's another story. But so yes, there is. You got to be a little careful and not to offend anybody, which is nice. But at the same time, I would say that one should not even be so sensitive, because end of the day, it is about a laugh, and never one should not take a laugh seriously. You enjoy it. Don't get personal with it. It's have fun.
Baman and Arshad, if nothing, over the years, I don't think our Bollywood films, it's a very personal opinion. I am dying to see a out and out comedy, a comedy which can just literally make you be like, oh my God. As you said, I can happily visit a Munna Bhai any day. It's it's a rehearsed thing for me. It just, I know I have to laugh here and I have to laugh here. And when Baman turns his head in the classroom, or you just simply say, कितनी हड्डियां होती हैं शरीर में. It's as simple as that. Do you think that we are missing such kind of good comedies in Bollywood in general? I genuinely do miss. There's a lot of good comedy we used to see at a certain point where now that I think Baton, for that matter, now we can see, and Amazon has taken over. We are having shows, performances from comedians across. But what about our Bollywood films? Where is that big hearty comedy? Because at the end of the day, as actors, I can ask you, where is like
It's very
hearty
difficult
laugh?
to write comedy. Ankita,
I
that
agree.
is the problem. It's very difficult to write good comedy. It's very easy to take a couple of MMS and jokes from the internet and picturize it. That's easy work. Writing original stuff is difficult. Writing used to happen earlier when internet was not that freely available in the country. That time people had to use their brains and write. There are some writers today who still do that. One of the examples would be Raju, who still will use his head and write. That is the difference. It's an effort, and it's very difficult to write comedy. So that's why not too many people try and venture out in that angle, in that area.
I think proportion-wise, the proportion could go up, no question about it. However, there are a lot of films that are meant to be comedies and don't work. So only the ones that work, you feel, are comedies. But there are a lot of comedies that come out, but they don't work. So they don't even qualify as a. They come and they go, and you don't. Okay, proportion-wise, there are reasonable amount of comedies being made, but when they work, they start counting.
I did a Baman, I did a film. Okay,
Right.
it was a disaster. Okay, it was called Jo Bhi Karwa Lo. Okay, it didn't work at all. It was on the world space of Zucker Brothers.
Right.
It was the Naked Gun kind of a comedy. It didn't work. Someday I know it'll happen. So there'll be a bigger actor who'll do it, and more money will be spent, and people will like it because it is genuinely very funny. Okay, but if you see the film, you know what I'm saying. But it didn't work here. But it was, for me, it was extremely funny, and a lot of people I know who have seen the film later and called me up and said, Harshad, I can't believe that was hilarious. If you get a chance, just have a look.
I'll have
Not
a
a great
look.
film, but it is really funny.
I'll,
You'll know what I'm
I'll see
talking
as
about.
well.
You
I'll
know
see
what I'm
because
talking
in such times, at least when we are home at the end of the day, I know I want to see something with my mother.
Yeah.
There are times I
Just
just can't. I just
please
can't press the
do
channel.
watch this film with her. It is stupid as hell, and you'll love it. It's so funny. You should watch it with friends. Insane.
And just for the knowledge, Baban and Arshad, do you think that the kind of comedy in general, as we talk about, we had in the early 80s and 90s, and to compare what we have today, we have gone through a certain or a massive, transition. I was discussing it with someone, and people had this, as Arshad just pointed out, that hum MMS jokes se आगे तो बढ़े हैं, but somewhere we have been also lost. We actually don't know what are we laughing at anymore. Are we laughing at ourselves or are we laughing at others?
I'm not so sure if I understood the question. What you're saying is, has comedy evolved, or what do you say?
Has comedy evolved in general? Because there are divided groups. People sometimes don't even agree. They're saying, no, it's stagnant. Like the comedy which have been seeing in India in general on any platform, be it on comic shows, be it on the
Right.
shows like which we are doing now, it's just stagnant. There's nothing new to the palette. Is it so?
I think if we take movies is another ball game, but I think there has been a proliferation of comedy in the form of stand-up, and that was not there in the 80s and 90s. We had a lot of stand-up, but it was only in the theaters, in the sense in cinema. No, in theater halls, not in the movie halls, and definitely not in your home or on your home screen.
You know,
So
comedy has evolved. Baman,
Comedy has evolved.
It
Yeah.
used to be very stereotyped earlier. Earlier, there was a comedian who would do comedy. Nobody else would do comedy. There was only a Asrani, a Jagdeep Saab, or Mahmood. They would do comedy. And the hero would romance and the villain would be angry. Today, you have the lead protagonist who does comedy. Today, you have the villain who will do comedy. Today you have, so yes, it has evolved dramatically. The whole
It
concept
has.
of comedy has changed. It has changed, and it will keep changing as time and as audience. It will keep changing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because that was one question I remember we were having a major debate just day before yesterday after the trailer launch, that have we evolved even, or are we still on the very same page?
No. We have, and I'll tell you the other aspect is that it's very easy to do comedy in any other part of the world. It's very difficult to do comedy in India because there you have one language, one kind of people, one sensibility. Here we have various sensibility, various stratas. We have one whole section that will only like stand-up comedy and some kind of joke. There's another, like I do films that is which are so varied, which I know that this section will like that. I personally would not accept that film, or I don't like those. That's not my sensibility as far as humor is concerned. But I know for sure that there is a huge population in this country that will love that comedy. So that is another aspect that is very difficult for the writers also to write things which are palpable for everybody. It's a little tough here.
I agree. One last thing I'll say. We need a lot more comedy proportion-wise also.
Yeah.
Lot more. I think the plethora of stand-up comedians have helped because they'll start becoming more and more popular, and then they'll make their way, hopefully, if they are good actors.
They should make comedy tax-free. Comedy movies tax-free.
But I was
Suddenly you'll
going through
see so
YouTube
many.
the other day, Arshad, and I was watching some comedy by some Tamil stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
Then listening, I said, I don't know why I'm finding it funny, because they're really funny. The audience is going berserk. I said, I have to listen to this. Turned on the captions, I mean the
Yeah.
subtitles.
Subtitles, yeah.
Right?
It was hugely funny. So I say that sometimes is it the language that's holding us back? I think it eventually is the thought of you putting yourself in that situation and feel. So that actually opened up my eyes. Just 3 or 4 days ago, this happened to me.
But if before I part ways, I would say that I can't wait to watch you two on screen. Trust me, my office knew I was doing this interview. They have a common request, and you know what is the request. So I'm
Yeah.
not going to repeat it again. If not, Munna bhai,
That's
I
a
think
standard request.
you guys have to seriously start thinking of doing something together. I think it's high time. It's been decades. Please, please.
Hey, Dan, so sweet of you. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Tell your office
Thank
we are
you.
working on it already. But I wish I had a nicer guy to work with. But we'll deal with it.
I know.
No, it's-
We have to make do with whatever we have in life.
we'll make do. We'll
Yeah.
make do.
Yeah.
But we'll be always rooting for you too. I just can't wait to
Thank
watch
you
it.
so much.
Thank you.
That's so sweet of you.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you. Thank you so much.